All right, welcome guys. Let's have a block handy for the very end. Yeah, so we'll make the most of this in Shavasana. But yeah, you won't need it throughout the class. So have a little block somewhere where you can grab it for later. And then have your big toes together, your knees together, come into child's pose. So it's a little bit more restricted with the knees together and feet together, but go with it. See if you can be here for a little moment. Forehead down into the mat. You could use that block to rest your forehead on if your body's a little bit tight today like mine is. Feel like I need to be like a spring and stretch myself out. You can let your arms rest on the floor. Try and relax your neck, try and relax your hips. You can close your eyes where you are and just start to breathe deeply. So imagine with every slow, deep breath in, drawing yourself inwards. And with every slow breath out, feeling that energy draw inwards even more. I think imagination can play a huge part within your practice. Visualizing the breath, maybe like a white mist has always helped me. And then following that white mist as it travels through my body, and I imagine it traveling all the way to my toes. And then just following its journey. Visualizing its pathway. And it is imagination. You can also feel how the body inflates with the breath in, maybe feeling that stretch across your back. And how it feels with the breath out. All the muscles drawing into the center. While your awareness has been busy with all those things, maybe your hips have started to relax now. Maybe the feet feel a little bit easier. Take a walk over towards the right side. If it feels all right, place your left hand on top of your right hand. And have a look underneath your left arm. So you're lifting your left arm up and then lowering the left shoulder down towards the floor. And you can do that a few times. We can call it flossing into this left side. So if you can imagine all the muscles in between each rib, getting that extra little bit of space there. So any tightness, maybe from your night's sleep, just starting to ease away. Walking the hands over to the other side. Go over as far as feels good. Right hand on left hand, if it suits you. And then looking underneath your right arm, so that right elbow, shoulder lifts up. And then lowering it back down. Get that feeling of flossing through the right side. Imagine the rib cage there and all the muscles in between the ribs. Getting that little bit of space. Bringing the hands back to the center. Come up and sit onto your heels for a moment. We won't be here too long. If you need to change the seat, you can. But take your arms up to the sky. Catch hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Lean over towards the left side. And then just lift your hips off your heels for a moment and sit the hips on the outer right side of your feet. Take a moment, see if you can get even deeper into the right rib cage. Feel all around the right shoulder blades and the lats. Coming back to the center, lift yourself right back up. And take hold of your left wrist with your right hand and lean over towards the right side. Breathe into that left side. Imagine all that space here and then lift your hips up. Let the left hip rest on the floor there, just outside of your heel. And then see if you can go a little bit deeper. Yeah, coming back to the center, lift yourself up, sit onto your heels, and we'll take the hands down behind, interlace the fingers, draw the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other, and then press the hands down towards the floor. Close your eyes, and as you breathe in, fill up the chest. So you can imagine the whole chest bone lifting upwards towards your chin. Maybe you can even feel that. As you breathe out, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Try that one more time. As you breathe in, filling up your chest. And as you breathe out, bringing everything back to the center. Release the hands. Draw some circles with the shoulders. That should feel nice. And then take the circles the other way. And come on to all fours. Actually, first of all, let's open up the knees. You'll enjoy this. Turn the fingers towards the hips. Palms facing down. You can have a little bend in the arms. And then draw the chest forwards. Take a big breath in. Just see how the wrists are feeling. How the arms. A little bit of relief here with the knees open. And then exhale, release. Turn the fingers to face front and then just walk the hands all the way out in front. So enjoying your wide leg child's pose. And how does this feel different now? You can take a wiggle into it. Every time you lift up the right shoulder, reaching the right fingers forwards and lifting up the left shoulder, reaching the left fingers forwards. Just trying to uncoil. Uncoil from your night's sleep. The more you reach the hands forwards, the more can you squeeze your hips into your heels. Good. I'm going to come on to all fours. Walking the hands back in and the knees back in. Slide your right knee to your right wrist. Right foot towards the left wrist into pigeon for a moment. Walk your hands back. See how far back you can walk the hands without crunching your lower back. And then lift the chest up. So imagine there's a block in between your shoulder blades here. You're trying to curl backwards over the block. Push down through your left leg, squeeze down through the outer right leg, and then fold forwards, collapse into it. You can rest your forehead on your hands for a minute. Push down through the outer right thigh and that left foot. Yeah, so we're not relaxing here, we're working here. Big breath in. Long breath out. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your back toes under, lift your back knee off the floor, and see how that feels now. Yeah. See if the right hip can move back, see if you can lift and straighten that left leg. Breathing in, don't worry if it's not possible, just do your best. And as you breathe out, come onto the right shin, and bring your left knee to touch your right ankle. You can move your left foot over towards the right side of it. Walk your hands forward, so it's a little bit of a strange one. You can come up onto your hands and onto your shins and bring your hands onto your hips. We all good? Yes. Lift your arms up. Catch hold of your left wrist with your right hand, lean over towards the right side. Breathe into that left side. And then coming back to the center, reach your hands forwards and then try and send your hips back. Only go so far and then come right back up. Let's notice you need to push down through your right shin, hips going back, pressing into both feet. It's a little bit awkward. Lift it right back up. And then last time, take it back. See where you can get to. Yes, and then bring it right back. Good, guys, taking the hands down. Slide the left leg back. Slide the right leg back. We'll bring the left knee to the left wrist, left foot towards the right wrist. Pigeon pose. Here, take the hands back and lift the chest up. Push down through the top of the right foot. How does this feel? Definitely needs it. Breathing in, lift the chest up. Imagine you've got a block in between your shoulder blades. You're curling your chest back. Uncoiling from your night's sleep. Inhale. Good. And then as you exhale, you can fall forwards, rest your hands on your head on your hands. And you're still working here, so you're still pushing down through your right foot. Still pushing down through the outer left thigh. Long breath in. Long breath out. Good. Bringing your hands back underneath you. Tucking the back toes under. See if you can straighten and harden this right leg. See if that changes anything for you. If not, just do your best. See what does work for you. Maybe just pushing down to that right foot. See if you can curl the chest up and back. And then hands can go flat. You're going to lift your hips up and bring your right knee to your left ankle. Right foot over towards the left side. Come onto your fingertips, draw your chest forwards. Find where you're balanced and then lift yourself up. Okay, take your arms up. Catch hold of your right wrist with your left hand and just lean over towards the left side. Breathe into the right side. Now breathe into any awkwardness. Good. And then coming back to the center, reach your arms forwards and push your hips back. Press down through both feet. So my right foot wants to come off. I'm going to try and keep pushing it down and then lift back up. Sit. And again, pushing the hips back, reaching the hands forwards. Doesn't have to go low. And then lift it back up. Good. Last time, send the hips back, reach the hands forwards. And then lift it right back up. Good. Take the hands to the floor. Take the right leg back and the left leg back. Lower the knees and then start to push the hips back into the heels with those toes tucked under. Relax the tummy, the chest, the head over the legs. That's it. So start to think about those feet now. And then walk your hands back to your knees. Roll onto your feet. Open up your knees. Have your heels touching, your toes turned outwards. Let your bum sit over the back of your heels. And then walk your hands forwards, forehead down towards the floor. Breathing in, try and relax here. I know maybe the feet are screaming. If all is well, take your arms underneath your shins. Let your head fall forwards. Good. Walking the hands back out. Bringing your knees together. Straightening the legs. Lift the hips up to the sky. Oh, welcome to the practice, the hamstrings. Relax your head. You can hold on to opposite elbows and sway from side to side. And then releasing the hands, push down to your feet to roll your way up to standing. Good, let's take the arms up. Catch hold of your right wrist with your left hand, lean up and over towards the left side. Breathe into the right side. Can you hover your right foot off the floor and then take it over towards the left side? You're going to bend your left leg and put the edge of the right foot on the floor over on the left side and see if you can sink a little bit deeper. Good, coming back to the center. Changing sides, catch hold of your left wrist, lean over towards the right side. Enjoy that stretch there. You're going to hover your left foot off, take it over towards the right side, bending into the right leg. Put the edge of your left foot on the floor and then try and lean and breathe into it. Imagine how much space you're creating there for your left rib cage, left side, left hip. Good, and then release, come back to the center. Fold forwards, arms long, back straight. Reach, reach, reach. You can have your knees bent and then relax the hands to the floor. Look through your shins. What do you see? Is there a different view there? Inhale, take a halfway lift and lengthen. Then exhale, walk your hands out into your plank pose. Elbows brush the rib cage for your first chaturanga. Maybe you drop your knees, come through, maybe cobra. So you draw your shoulders back, have your pubic bone, thighs on the floor. And then just take it straight up and back into your downward facing dog. Breath in once you're there. Breath out, push the hands into the floor, try and lift the sit bones up. Okay, so if the sit bones attached to the hamstrings, just imagine how they pull up and stretch the hamstrings. So you lift your right leg up to the sky. Bring your heel into your bum and open up the hip. Bring your right foot inside your right thumb. And then lower your left knee to the floor. Oh, that feels nice. Lift your arms up. Catch hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Lean over towards the right side. Breathe into that left side. Bring your left elbow onto your right knee. Press your palms together. Come into a twist. Look up past the right elbow. Inhale. Good. As you exhale, tuck your back toes and lift your back knee up off the floor. See if you can twist that a little bit more. And then lowering the hands either side of the front foot. Take your front foot to the back. And then your vinyasa. So chaturanga, elbows brush rib cage. You're coming through. Maybe you feel all right for your upward dog now. And then take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Nice big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. You can imagine that white mist if you like. The left leg lifts up. Bend the knees, squeeze the heel into the bum. Open up the hip. Imagine both knees moving away from each other. Bringing the left knee into your nose. Left foot lands next to the left thumb. And then lower your right knee to the floor. And lift your arms up. Catch hold of your right wrist with the left hand and lean over towards the right side. It's like your body already knows where you want to go. Yeah, it wants this stretch here through the right side. Bring your right elbow onto your left knee. Press your palms together. Push down to get into the twist. Inhale. Good. Now as you exhale, tuck your back toes and lift your back knee and think about getting longer. Head to the front of the mat, heel to the back of the mat rather than taller. You're looking down, take the hands either side, front foot. Let the front foot float to the back. Your vinyasa, drop your knees if you need to. Come through into your cobra up dog. Take it back into your downward facing dog. Nice big breath in, fill yourself up. You could imagine that white mist. And open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, squeeze the heel into the bum. Bring your right foot inside your right thumb. Come up into high lunge now. Lift the arms up. All right, so try and keep hold of your balance here. Squeeze your feet towards each other. Catch hold of your left wrist and lean towards the right side. How does that feel here? Yeah, don't worry if you wobble. You can always catch hold of something or someone. Breathing in. Good, as you breathe out, left elbow onto your right knee. Press palms together. Lift up into that twist. Inhale. And exhale. Keep twisting towards the right. Lift your chest up. Extend left arm to the front, right arm to the back. Right hand onto the left leg, and then start to take the left arm up and over your head. Lean back. Your left hand touches the floor. Draw a big circle with your right arm up and over your head. And then land the hand on the floor, front foot to the back. Your vinyasa. Go with your flow. Downward dog is where we meet. Hold it there, big breath in, fill yourself up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Make it audible. Left leg lifts up. Bend the knee, squeeze the heel into the bum, squeeze the right heel down towards the floor. Bring your left foot inside your left thumb. Come up into your high lunge. Body wants to go there already. Catch hold of your right wrist with the left hand. Lean over towards the left side. Oh, enjoy the stretch all through that right side. Squeeze your legs towards each other for balance. Good. Bringing your right elbow onto your left knee. Press your palms together. Keep pushing down and open up the chest. Good. Can you squeeze those legs together more? So your left hamstring is bulging, working. Good. Keep twisting towards the left. Lift your chest up. Right fingers to the front, left fingers to the back. Good. Left hand onto your right leg. And then start to lean back. You could imagine you've got that block in between your shoulder blades here. And harden your right leg, as in try and straighten that right leg more to get into the stretch more. Good. Big circle with the right hand to touch the floor. Even bigger circle with the left arm. Yeah, try not to skip this moment here. Left hand comes down, left foot goes back. Elbows brush the rib cage. You go with your flow. Downward facing dog. Here's where we meet. Nice big breath in. Open mouth and exhale. Let it go as you send the sit bones up to the sky. Let's keep moving. Right leg lifts up. Heel into bum. Open up the hip. Right foot lands next to right thumb. Come through into that high lunge. Okay, just like this, the last round, catch hold of your left wrist with the right hand, lean over to the right. Good, bring your left elbow onto your right knee, press your palms together, look up past the top elbow. Keep twisting to the right, lift your chest up, left fingers to the front, right fingers to the back. Right hand onto your left leg, or towards that area, and the left arm up and over your head. Yeah, if you find it hard to reach your left leg, you could just rest your forearm on your lower back. Now take your left arm, go past your left ear, towards the back of the mat, drop the back heel 45, reach your right fingers forwards. Do the legs feel strange? You need to adjust that right foot. Bring the heel to the arch of that left foot. Breathing in, reach the fingers away. And then breathing out, flip the front palm and lean it back. Nice big stretch here through the right side, but then try and turn your chest towards the sky. Inhale. Good. Exhale, bringing it back. Right hand comes all the way down to the floor. Big circle left arm. Front foot to the back, flying plank. Vinyasa. And you can always skip this bit. Downward facing dog. Big breath in, guys. Let go of any tension. Open mouth and exhale. Send the sit bones up. Left leg lifts up to the sky. Bend the knee, squeeze the heel into the bum. Hopefully your body's starting to let go now. Left foot next to left thumb. Come through into your high lunge. Lift your arms up. Good. Catch hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Lean and breathe over to the left side. Stretch for the right side. Bring your right elbow onto your left knee. Press your palms together and look up. Straight into that left leg. Oh, no, the right leg. Inhale. As you exhale, keep twisting to the right. Lift your chest up. Right fingers to the front, left fingers to the back. Can you do a little micro adjustment? Try and squeeze the right hip back as your left fingers reach back. Yes, good. Left hand onto your right leg, or just let your forearm rest on your back and then take it back. See what feels good. Excellent. Now your right arm is going to brush past your right ear. Right fingers reach to the back, right heel drops 45. Notice first of all, before you move that left leg, how it feels. Yeah, does it feel right? Doesn't for me. So walk the left foot to the right side. Heel to your arch alignment. Left fingers front, right fingers back. Inhale. Exhale, flip the front palm, reach it forwards. Take it back. Breathe into this left side. And then see if you can turn the chest to the sky. Enjoy that different shape there. See what you can find. And then bringing the chest back to the right. Coming down, left hand out to left foot. Big circle with the right arm up and over. And then front foot to the back. Find plank. Vinyasa. Go with your flow. Meeting me in downward dog. Nice big breath in. Fill yourself up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Cool, guys. Come up high into your toes. Roll yourself forwards into your plank. Let the elbows brush the rib cage as you lower all the way down onto the floor. Good. You got your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift the shoulders down the back. And then just lift the head, chest up. Don't straighten your arms. Keep the arms bent. And imagine you're dragging your hands to your hips. And your hips to your hands. Inhale. And exhale. Lower yourself all the way down. Lift your feet off the floor. Bend the knees. Maybe you can reach back and catch hold of the feet. If not, just reach back for the feet. Push the feet into the hands as you lift your head, lift your chest. So that connection of hands to feet helps to lift the chest up. Inhale, let the belly expand into the mat. Exhale, feel the chest curl upwards. Good, when you're ready, release. Rest your head on your hands. Let your shoulders just move from side to side. Let your hips move side to side. It's a big stretch, that one. I'm going to try one more time. Reach the hands back. Bend the knees, squeeze the heels in. If you can't reach for the feet, if you can't catch hold of the feet, just reach for the feet. Let your knees open slightly. Have your big toes touching. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, and then push your feet into your hands. Try and get a little bit higher. Try and keep squeezing those toes together. Send the feet up to the sky. Yeah, and you're doing all of this without catching hold of the feet if your arms don't reach. Sometimes arms are just too short. Inhale. And exhale, ribs. Hands again underneath your head. Take a little moment to relax. Give the hips a shake, give the shoulders a shake. And you can bring your feet together. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. And then push back into your child's pose. Ah, this should feel nice. No muscles working. Let everything relax. Let the shape of your legs help stretch the back. Take one more breath here. All right. Walking your hands back up into one of my least favorite poses. I've got knobbly knees, so I like to fold over my mat. You can do that as well if you like. And then pop the knees onto the mat, come up to standing on the shins. This used to be my favorite pose. At the moment, it's my least favorite. But it's a very good one, so I need to get it in, so do you. So let's tuck the toes under to start off with. Feel that weight there through the feet. Rest your hands on your lower back, fingers pointing downwards. Inhale, fill yourself up, draw the shoulders back. Start to tuck your tail and then start to lean back, and it's like pushing your hands into the lower back, just above your glutes there, as you peel the chest back. Use your toes to support you, so you can lean back and feel that strength there in your feet. Good, and then lift yourself right back up. Now you can repeat that again, or bring your hands to the heart center, nice big breath in. And as you breathe out, take your right hand back, have your thumb on the inside, fingers on the outside. Keep tucking the tail. Now keep your hand on your chest and then draw your chest up to the sky. Option here to take your left hand back, thumb on the inside, fingers on the outside. Inhale. Remember how we filled up the chest when we had our shoulder blades squeezing together with our hands behind our back. Same thing here. If you've got no issues with your neck, you can let your head hang back. Otherwise, keep the gaze up. Bringing your left hand back, right hand back, and tuck your toes. And then just sit your hips back, come into child's pose. Okay, so we've got one more of them. These are big movements. They might feel, that there's not much, well, there's plenty going on, isn't there? But it's tiring. These back bendings are tiring. So take a moment to rest. Okay, let's come back up onto the knees. Now, if you want to go a little bit further, untuck your toes. So you've got the three options: hands on the lower back, toes tucked under, hands go back, or toes untucked. Okay, so if you've got your toes untucked, inhale, lift your arms up. Good. As you exhale, hands on your lower back or hands onto your heels. So right hand goes back, thumb on the inside of the heel, fingers on the outside. Draw the chest up and imagine your chest is reaching to the left hand. And then maybe you can rotate the palm towards the left, take it behind you, land it onto the heel. You let your head fall back if everything's okay with your neck. Push the thighs forwards, the hips forwards, curl your chest back. What can you see where you are right now? Coming back up, bringing one hand up and the other hand up. And hands heart center. Sit the hips back. Yippee, I did my least favorite pose. Forehead onto the hands. Relax into the heels. Relax into the hips. Relax your back. Yeah, take this moment to recover. Good, come back up. Slide your mat out. If you curled it in, bring your knees together, hands by your side. Now you've got nice long sides now. So inhale, draw your head, chest forwards. Have your fingers just before your knees, so behind your knees. And then as you exhale, push into the hands,
round into the back, bring your chin to your chest, keep your feet on the floor, and try and bring your knees up to your chest. Hold it there. You're going to try and slide your feet through to come to seated.
Did it work? Yes, looks like it did. Walk your feet forwards. Reach the arms forwards. Point your toes and then start to round into your back.
Hopefully all of that is feeling nice and free. Only come into low boat, yeah? So the tailbone is tucked, lower back is on the floor, shoulders are off, hover your feet off the floor. Hold it there, inhale. Good. As you exhale, take your arms up and over your head. Can you roll over onto your right hip, keeping your arms off the floor and your feet off the floor? Roll back into your low boat and roll onto your left hip. Keep the shoulders off the floor, the feet off the floor, find that balance. Coming back into low boat just for fun, come up into high boat. Isn't that fun? Lift chest up, reach arms up. Good, maybe straighten legs. And then slowly lower down. Take your feet to the corners of the mat, the arms above your head. Relax. Inhale into your belly. And exhale. Bridge into wheel. We've got to make the most of these nice warm backs. So heels close to the bum. Inhale, lift the hips up, belly back, core strong. Stay here. You can squeeze your shoulder blades together, create more of a platform, interlace the fingers. But you're ready for wheel if you're going to do it. So hands are flat on the floor, fingers towards the shoulders. Push down through your hands to come up into that wheel shape. And you can stay in bridge, that's perfectly good. Wherever you are, breathe in. Breathe out. Chin to chest as the arms bend and then lower the spine down. Take the feet as wide as the mat and then windscreen wiper the legs. Feel less like a coiled spring now. All right, hug your knees into your chest. Ease that out. Plow pose. You can take the block underneath your sacrum. You can take happy baby. Or taking the legs up and over your head into plow. Don't really melt all the weight into your shoulders and into your elbows. So it comes out of your neck. And allow that spine to stretch. Maybe legs bend, knees by ears. When you're ready, palms flat on the floor, slowly lower down. Okay, taking your feet down, this is where you will like to have the block. You can also just use a pillow. So if you just roll up for a moment, take the block underneath your shoulder blades, okay? You know that you're in the right place because you can feel the chest is lifted. You can let your head fall back. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees open, and just take your arms up and over your head. That's it. So how does it feel? Let your eyes close and tune in to how that feels. So is there sticky bits around your shoulder blades, or, you know, for me, it's kind of like a deep massage into my muscles around my shoulder blades and in between my shoulder blades, on my shoulder blades. But also I'm getting that lift in the chest, so that feeling of openness. So with your eyes closed, just tune into what you're feeling and what could you add to it using your imagination. I've always liked to use my imagination and visualizations within
the practice, especially when in moments like this where we're still. And I heard a really nice thing yesterday, and says, imagination is not where we go to escape reality. Imagination is where we go to discover the truest reality. And Glennon Doyle said that, and it really resonated with me, like within the practice and within approaching things in your life. You can dream it, then you can make it happen. The best plans are made in a moment of just dreaming up some magic. Best practice is when you're in your body and you're in the moment for that period of time. And if you can use your imagination, it just really helps to intensify, to connect. I know some people have said they can't use their imagination, but if you can imagine your front door, then you can use your imagination. I'll take one more breath here in this beautiful shape. Of course, you'll adjust it, you'll adapt it if it's uncomfortable for you. And then bringing your knees up together. You can just roll over onto the right side and take the block away. You can take a moment in a fetal shape, just letting the practice settle in your bodies, transitioning slowly into the next stage. And you can use your hands to walk your way up to seated. You keep your eyes closed. Keep all that imagination within your head. Sit however's comfortable for you. And just let the right ear fall towards the right shoulder so you get a nice stretch there through the left side. You can let the head bob forwards and back a bit. And then bring the left ear towards the left shoulder, right shoulder pressing down. And again, just let the head bob forwards and bob back. Good. Bringing the head back to the center, just turn the chin up to the sky, stretch the throat, and rest your hands on your chest, and press your chest down as you send your chin up. Good. And then bringing your chin back so it's parallel to the floor, palms together, thumbs into your chest bone. Full breath in, feel the chest rise into the thumbs. Exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. What can you imagine for your day today? And then make it happen. Maybe you can imagine the sunshine. Does it seem still gone for today? Have a great day, guys.